Let's talk about something that might be slightly better, but also still wasn't great. Tom Clancy's Without Remorse. So before this, have you seen any of the Jack Ryan films?
I have seen the Chris Pine ones, and I tried the series with John Krasinski, but got bored and stopped watching it.
I haven't seen any of them.
Okay.
So yeah, this was fine.
Yeah, I mean, Michael B. Jordan was good in it.
Michael B. Well, what else did you expect? He's Michael
Yeah, exactly.
B. Jordan.
And there was some fun action scenes, like the prison scene with him fighting the guards. That was pretty fun, but overall, just very, very flat and bland.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't. It seemed on the precipice of delving into some really interesting ideas. I mean, with the conspiracy, trying to take out the people and the families of all this intertwined, plot and connection, and then the government ignoring it to keep their power and everything like that. But they didn't really go into that. They were like, here's this cool idea that could be really good, and we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Also, one thing, we did not get enough time with Michael B. Jordan and his wife or girlfriend before she died. So
yeah,
you didn't really care, which is, I mean, it was clearly only there to serve his character purpose, which is fine if that's the way you want to develop your character. But I feel we needed more time with them before the death.
Yeah, it was. Oh, hey, she's alive. She's cool. Yeah. She's dead. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I checked the time, and it was 12 minutes into the movie, and we met her at minute 4.
Yeah.
And there was not enough of that character to give for 8 minutes. It was not enough. So I completely agree with you on that. And then at the end, it just the last 20 minutes, it just got way too convoluted, and I jumped ship. I was kind of on board. And then those last 20 minutes were spoilers, he kind of dies, but then he doesn't, and then he does the thing, and then they kind of catch the guy, but then they don't, and then he just goes home.
There were 2 scenes with a car being driven into water. There were 2 scenes that were almost the same, which was just, I mean, if you're going to make an action film, at least have the action be unique and distinctive rather than just repeating.
One thing that I love about Nobody, which I know it hasn't came out in the UK yet, but Nobody is just there's it never repeats itself with action, and all of its action gimmicks and stuff I've never seen in any other action movie. It was completely unique, fun stuff. And while the story, people compare the story to John Wick, which I get, but it's more different than you would be led to believe. But all of the action stuff is just so fun and new and fresh, which this film really failed to accomplish. But yeah, I mean, it the director, I can't remember the director's name. It was Stefano Salami or something like that. Sorry, that was probably racist. But I know I'm close with that.
Yeah, you're very close, actually. Stefano Solima.
Okay, so I wasn't that far off.
You were not that far off at all, no.
What a last name Salami would be, though. Yeah. Hey Thomas, I'm Trevor Salami. How cool would that be?
That would be pretty cool.
It's a pretty incredible last name, Thomas Salami. It really works with everything. Michael B. Salami. Right. I'm really amusing myself, if you can't tell. Yeah, no, but the director didn't really leave that much of a touch on the film. It felt very basic. Like I said, it felt on the precipice of dealing with some really interesting, cool stuff. But just never really got there, I guess. So, And like I all of the other characters, like side characters, really just blended together.
Mm.
There weren't really any other solid performances or distinct character bits about them, if I'm being honest.
Mm.
So yeah, I don't know. I thought this movie was fine. It was entertaining for the most part. Like I was never bored. I just got kind of lost at points because of how convoluted the ending was.
Yeah, yeah. He directed the sequel to Sicario as well, which was another film that was not great.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no. I mean, there's not a lot here. It felt like pretty simple action when it could have been something more, I guess. But
Yeah.
I cannot say that I was bored.
No, it certainly wasn't boring, just slightly convoluted.
Right. So what would be your rating of Tom Clancy's Without Remorse?
I'd say I'd give it a solid 6.
Solid 6.
If I was
I'm right
dropping down,
about
I'd say I wouldn't go 6.5. If I was moving to a 0.5, I'd say I'd definitely go lower, so 5.5.
yeah, I was thinking 5.5 as well. I
Yeah,
mean, Michael B. Jordan's just that good of an actor. Like
yeah,
when do
exactly.
we get this guy an Oscar?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think he's even been nominated, has he?
Um, no, he wasn't for Creed, was he?
No.
No, okay, then he probably wouldn't have
That's
been.
disappointing. Or like even like Fruitvale Station.
Mm.
Um
He needs
that's
to get away from that studio films. He needs to be in more.
well,
Uh,
Black Panther, he should have been nominated.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, he really should have. Like, he got the Critics' Choice nomination.
Hmm.
And that was his only
Oh, I
major.
forgot he was in Just Mercy as well, which was a brilliant
Yeah,
film, and he's brilliant in that as well.
yeah. Like, it's not like he does like smaller indie stuff. I mean, Just Mercy was definitely, I mean, talked about as one of the best of the year. Just kind of went under the radar with
Yeah,
Oscars.